Have you ever felt a sudden rush of emotion that wasn't yours? Or thought of someone out of nowhere, only to find they reached out moments later? Science may call it coincidence, but I've seen too many coincidences to believe they're meaningless. I'm a psychology expert with years of experience studying the silent bonds between minds and hearts. And today we're diving deep into something many feel, but few understand. The telepathic signs someone may be thinking of you. These aren't just guesses or gut feelings. They're backed by patterns of emotional resonance, subconscious perception, and the mysterious ways energy moves between two people, especially when love, longing, or unresolved emotions are involved. So if you've been feeling something you can't quite explain, stay with me. By the end of this video, you may realize you were never imagining it. They were reaching out in their own silent way. Sign number 10, you suddenly think of them out of nowhere. You're going about your day, maybe folding laundry, stuck in traffic, or lost in your routine, and then suddenly their face flashes in your mind. No trigger, no reason, just them. Psychologically, this is known as an intrusive thought, but when it consistently centers around the same person, especially someone emotionally significant, it often signals something deeper. In my years studying emotional cognition, I've seen how strong connections leave imprints, like fingerprints on the mind. And when someone is intensely thinking of you, especially with unresolved emotions, your brain may pick up on that signal. It's not magic, it's resonance. Their thoughts stir the emotional memory you carry of them. And in that quiet moment, their energy finds you. So the next time you suddenly think of someone you haven't spoken to in weeks or months, don't dismiss it. It might just be the echo of their thoughts, calling out to yours. Sign number 9, you feel a sudden shift in emotion that isn't yours. Everything feels fine, and then out of nowhere, a wave of sadness, anxiety, or even warmth washes over you. There's no clear reason, no trigger. Just an emotion that seems to drop into your body like a whisper from somewhere else. In psychology, this is often associated with emotional mirroring or empathic resonance. When you're energetically attuned to someone, especially someone who holds emotional weight in your life, your subconscious can pick up on their emotional state. Think of it like tuning into a frequency. When someone is thinking about you with strong feelings, love, guilt, longing, those emotions can create a ripple effect that your nervous system quietly receives. I've seen this happen most between deeply bonded individuals, lovers, twins, even parent and child. When one feels, the other senses. So when you suddenly feel what doesn't feel like yours, pause. Ask yourself, could they be thinking of me right now? Because sometimes the feelings we can't explain were never ours to begin with. Sign number 8, dreams that feel too real. You see them in a dream, not just a fleeting glimpse, but something vivid, intimate, emotional. Maybe they speak to you. Maybe they just appear, and the moment feels strangely real. In psychology, we call these vivid emotional dreams visitation dreams, especially when they involve people we share deep emotional connections with. They're not just random firings of the brain. They're a conversation between your subconscious and something unspoken. What's fascinating is how often these dreams occur when someone is intensely focused on you, missing you, longing for you, or needing closure. Their energy, their emotional state, may find its way into your subconscious while you sleep, when your conscious defenses are down, and when both people are emotionally open, especially during sleep. This creates what some call shared dreaming or psychic overlap. So if you wake up with your heart racing or feel like you truly connected with them in a dream, don't brush it off. It could be more than memory. It might be a telepathic bridge built in the quiet of the night, where thoughts travel faster than words ever could. Sign number 7, You get random goosebumps or chills. It happens in an instant. Your skin tingles, a sudden chill moves through your body, and there's no cold breeze, no reason, just an unshakable feeling, like someone walked across your soul. While science explains goosebumps as a biological response, part of our fight or flight system, psychology also recognizes how emotional or intuitive experiences can trigger this reaction, especially when we're picking up on something we can't quite see, but can definitely feel. People who are emotionally sensitive or energetically aware often report getting chills when someone is thinking of them intensely, especially with emotion behind it: desire, grief, longing, even love. It's as if their thoughts carry weight, and that weight travels right to you. And here's what I've learned. When that chill comes with a name in your mind or a feeling in your chest, you're not imagining it. You're receiving something, a nudge, a signal. So when you get those unexplained goosebumps, pause, tune in. You just might be feeling someone else's thoughts, brushing up against your own. Sign number 6, synchronicities start to appear. You keep seeing their name. You hear a song that reminds you of them, twice in one day. Their favorite number shows up on a license plate, a receipt, a clock. These moments feel too specific to be random. Psychologists call this selective attention. Once something has emotional significance, your brain notices it more often. But what happens when the signs don't stop or begin before you even think of them? This is where synchronicity comes in, a term coined by Carl Jung to describe meaningful coincidences that feel guided, even fated. In my work, I've seen it again and again. Two emotionally connected people begin experiencing the same symbols, messages, or moments in tandem. Why? Because energy seeks alignment. When someone is thinking of you intensely, their mental and emotional focus can ripple into your reality. You're not just remembering them, you're meeting them halfway on a frequency where symbols become signals. So when life starts speaking their name, don't ignore it. Those synchronicities might not be life's coincidence. They could be their quiet way of reaching you. Sign number 5, you hear their voice or feel their touch when they're not there. You hear them call your name, but no one's there. Or maybe just for a moment, you feel a hand on your shoulder, a brush against your skin, and when you turn around, it's empty space. In clinical psychology, we might call this a sensory hallucination. But when it's tied to someone specific, someone emotionally important, it often signals more than just imagination. What's happening isn't necessarily irrational. It may be your mind tuning in to the emotional presence of someone who's thinking of you intensely. The brain has a remarkable way of responding to powerful bonds, even creating sensory echoes of the people we're closest to. Especially in times of longing, distance, or emotional need, these moments can feel like a whisper across dimensions, a thought so strong it reaches you as sound or touch. And here's something I've learned after years in this field. When the connection is deep and their thoughts are charged with emotion, you can feel them even when they're miles away. So the next time you feel that phantom presence or hear a voice that warms your soul, don't be so quick to dismiss it. It could be their energy gently crossing the space between you. Sign number 4, you start mirroring their emotions or actions. Have you noticed that sometimes, without even realizing it, you begin to feel what they're feeling? Maybe you catch yourself smiling when they smile, or feeling anxious when they're upset, even if you're miles apart. This happens because of something called mirror neurons, cells in our brains that fire both when we perform an action and when we see someone else perform the same action. They're the biological foundation for empathy and emotional connection. When you're deeply connected to someone, your brain starts syncing up with theirs. Their emotional waves become your emotional waves. So when you find yourself matching their moods, their gestures, or even their energy, it's not coincidence. It's your brain's way of staying connected. In my experience, this mirroring often happens when the other person is thinking about you, sending emotional signals that your subconscious picks up on. So if you're feeling unusually in tune with someone, like your feelings are echoing theirs, pay attention. It might be their thoughts reaching out, connecting to yours in silent harmony. Sign number 3, they text or call right after you think of them. You think of them just out of the blue, and almost instantly your phone buzzes. It's them. This is one of the most electrifying signs of a telepathic connection. Psychologists refer to it as the frequency of attention. When two people are emotionally in sync, their thoughts can seem to trigger real-world communication. It's not just coincidence, it's the brain's incredible way of syncing with someone else's mental energy. Years of studying these moments show that when someone deeply cares for you or is focused on you, their mind and yours can align perfectly in time. It's as if your thoughts send out a silent signal, and theirs picks it up, responding immediately. So next time this happens, don't brush it off. That instant text or call might just be a proof that your minds are quietly connected, even across the distance. Sign number 2, you sense their presence, even in silence. Have you ever been alone, yet felt as if someone was right there beside you? A presence so strong, it fills the room without a sound, without a word. This phenomenon is more common than you think, especially between people who share deep emotional bonds. Psychologists call it hyperattunement, the ability to sense someone's presence, even when they're physically absent. Your subconscious mind picks up on subtle cues, energy shifts, changes in the environment, even distant emotional vibrations that make you aware of their presence. In my experience, this sign often appears when someone is thinking about you intensely, sending out waves of thought and feeling that your mind can't ignore. It's like your souls are still touching, even when bodies are apart. So when you feel that quiet, invisible presence, trust it. They're there, thinking of you, closer than you realize. Sign number 1, you feel pulled to reach out, and they were waiting. Have you ever just known something about someone without any logical reason? Maybe you sense they're thinking of you at this very moment, or that something important is about to happen between you. This deep intuition is one of the most profound telepathic signs. Psychologists describe it as a form of subconscious communication. When your brain picks up on subtle emotional or energetic cues beyond ordinary perception. It's that gut feeling that can't be ignored, the sudden certainty that feels like a whisper from the universe or from the other person's mind. After years of research, I've found that these moments often happen between people who share strong, emotional, or spiritual bonds. It's as if your minds are linked on a frequency beyond words, where feelings and thoughts flow silently, effortlessly. So trust that quiet knowing when it comes. It might just be the most direct message of all, that someone is thinking of you right now. Bonus twist, the sign that's often missed. Before we wrap up, here's a secret many overlook. The most subtle, yet powerful sign that someone is thinking of you. It's not in words, not in dreams, not even in sudden chills. It's in the silence between messages, the pauses in conversations, the space where something unspoken lingers. Sometimes the strongest telepathic signal isn't what they say or do, it's what they hold back. In psychology, we call this emotional omission. When someone's thoughts are filled with you, but fear, doubt, or uncertainty keep them from reaching out. Their energy still resonates, quiet, waiting, aching. If you sense a weight in the silence, a tension in the distance, or a longing that never quite turns into words, that's the missing sign. So listen closely, Sometimes what's left unsaid speaks the loudest of all. Those were the 10 powerful telepathic signs that someone is thinking of you, plus the bonus twist that many miss. Remember, these signs aren't just coincidences. They're subtle whispers of connection, proof that minds and hearts can reach each other in ways words sometimes can't. If you've experienced any of these moments, know that you're not alone, and that invisible bonds can be stronger than we ever imagined. If this video resonated with you, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share your own experiences in the comments below. I'd love to hear your stories. Until next time, trust your intuition, listen to those quiet signals, and keep your heart open to the mysteries of connection.